just wanted to make a video. I kind of just wanted to do this for myself and kind of just document today. I just got fired from my job today. This October would have been 5 years there. And, that place was close to my heart because my mom worked there in the 90s, and it's always been a special place to go to for anniversaries and birthdays. And then I decided I wanted to work there because I loved it so much. And throughout those years, I've worked with really great people and some of the best managers. And recently, this place has become a nightmare. I'm just feeling super anxious right now. I feel numb. I kind of feel paralyzed, blindsided by this whole situation. I just lost my job today. No warning. No nothing. They wouldn't even tell me why. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong. I have no savings. I have nothing. I just don't. I got in the exit interview, and they said, today's gonna be your last day. My manager, my director was on the call, and then they were like, the decision has already been made, so we really don't have anything to hear from you. You're gonna get paid for the one day you worked in August, and we'll give you your commission check, and that's the last of it. And that I will never ever forget. For many reasons. I thought it was the day that I literally felt the life ripped from under me. I remember the emotions that I felt, the feeling, the blood rushing from my head. I felt faint and shaky and nauseous, all the things. And that day I was told that I was going to be laid off, that my position had been outsourced. I had been with the company for 16 and a half years. My position was going to be outsourced, and my last day was going to be December 14th. And at 48, the first thing that I thought was, is this really happening? How are they're even hiring for people my age? I don't even know. It had been 16 and a half years since I had updated my resume, since I had been on an interview, and things had changed, life, any of that. What came after December 14th were the hardest days of my life. I just wasn't ready for them. And I would say around January, end of January, early February, I started to develop a lot of anxiety, heart palpitations. I had been put on monitors. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. I had a lot of inflammation, a lot of bloating. I gained a lot of weight. I started drinking every day. My husband and I were cigar smokers. I just took it to another level with the cigars and the alcohol. Just a bad, dark time. I was sad. I was lonely. I was scared. I was nervous. And although we were financially okay in terms of survival, it was still a big change. And I was 48. I just kept thinking, at this point now I'm 49, and it was nerve-wracking. I've seen so far, even being a 2020 grad in the pandemic, this is my season to tap into my entrepreneurial spirit. And I have lots of ideas, and I have lots of skills, and I have lots of talents, and I'm grateful to God for that. It's just going to require a different level of creativity, curiosity, of execution. And something I've been struggling with is feeling like I don't deserve to take rest days. I just feel like I always have to be productive, which has resulted in me not being productive because I'm so overwhelmed about everything I have to do and not knowing which direction to go in, what's going to be the most profitable, like mentally, what's going to bring the joy back into my life. Like, there's bills to pay. But we got an encouraging word today at church. It was really convicting as well because I'm like, okay, God, what do I do? You're supposed to provide for me, and He's waiting on me to make the moves. I might not have the exact answer where I'm supposed to go yet? What I'm supposed to do?
You lost your job. 5 steps to take control again. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this today, chances are something tough just happened. You lost your job. First, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Really, right now. You're still capable. You're still valuable. In this moment, the setback is not the end of your story. In fact, it can be the beginning of something far more powerful. Let's go over these 5 steps that by the time we get to the 5th one, you hopefully are motivated. You're coming out of that funk and you're rising to the occasion like the great phoenix. Step 1, allow yourself to feel it. I'm going to repeat myself. Allow yourself to feel the emotions. The key is don't stay there. Don't stay in that funk. Don't stay in that downtrodden mental position. Losing a job hits hard. It's normal to feel shocked, angry, embarrassed, or even scared. Give yourself permission to feel all of that. But here's the key. Don't unpack and live in those emotions. Set a 24 to 48 hour window to process what happened. Journal it if you have to. Talk to someone. Go for a walk. Once that time is up, it's time for you to shift into action because action creates momentum. Step 2. Get clear on your immediate reality. Before making any big decisions, understand where you stand. Ask yourself, how much savings or cash flow do I have? What expenses can I minimize quickly? Do I qualify for unemployment or severance benefits? This step isn't about panic, it's about power. The more you know, the less your fears get to control the narrative. All right, step 3. Update your tools, your resume, LinkedIn, and your story. Now, let's shift gears. The job market moves fast, and you need your tools ready. Update your resume, refresh your LinkedIn, and most importantly, craft your story. When someone asks what happened, you want a confident, simple response like, I'm currently exploring new opportunities where I can bring my skills and make an impact. Keep it short, keep it simple, keep it positive. Step 4, reconnect with your network. Here's something people overlook. Jobs come from people, not job boards. Reach out to former coworkers, mentors, friends, and family. Send a message that says, I'm exploring new roles in 2026 and would love to stay on your radar if anything comes up. You don't need to beg. You don't need to overshare. Just let people know you're open and you'll be surprised how many want to help. All right, step 5. Build a daily routine that reinforces your momentum. When you lose a job, days can start to blur together. So create a structure. Give yourself 1 hour for job searching, 1 hour for learning or skill building, 1 hour for networking, and most importantly, time for your health, sleep, and mental well-being. You're rebuilding, not just your career, but your confidence. All right, so let's wrap it up. I want you to remember something. Losing your job doesn't mean losing your value. You still have skills, experience, passion, creativity, and most importantly, resilience. Life didn't close the door on you. It just pointed you toward a new one. And right now, you're taking your first steps through it. If this video helped you, hit the like button so others can find it too. And if you want more support during transitions like this, subscribe. I've got your back. You're not alone, you're not done, and your next chapter starts now. This is Elvis C. with Emergency Management Restoration, how to start a thriving property preservation business. Now, you know what I know. See you in my next video.